Hi guys, welcome to Mondays with Mary. Can you believe it's September already? Ugh, I can't. But hopefully it'll bring cooler weather because it's a little over 100 degrees, and that's just way too little over as far as I'm concerned. So I have the Waffle Flower Sneak Peek kit. Now, normally we get it a month ahead of time, so I've had this since August, but this is a super sneak peek for you guys because it is going to be released this week. So let's take a look. If you follow Waffle Flower, you know that they were one of the first companies to introduce the collage stamp and dies, and now everybody seems to make them, and they tweak the die a little bit, so you have to buy their die, so but they're so cute, and there's so many different scenes and themes and stuff, and they've got a new spin on this, and I'm pretty excited. So let's take a look. I was when I saw this, it was like, oh my gosh, look at this. It's the same but different. So the sneak peek, let's do that first. If you are not familiar with it, the sneak peek is a club that you join, and the first week or so you get your sneak peek, and it's a sneak peek. Like this one is 8, which is, we got it in August, and it's for September's release. I believe they're like $27.29 now, with free shipping. And if you buy anything along with it, you get the free shipping. If you buy anything $35 or more, you get free shipping. So that's a bonus as being a club member. So they always come with a little inspiration guide. They don't make their own ink, so they're always using either Distress or Distress Oxide inks. So this is kind of sort of what we're going to be making today. It's going to look more like this one because it's going to use all 3 of the different dyes. So the sneak peek came this time with the nesting postage collage dies. Isn't that cute? And then the stencil, and then a stamp set, and they're always different. Sometimes they have the little sub-sentiment strips. Sometimes it's florals. It's just, and you don't know what you're going to get. It's a hodgepodge. You just have to trust. They do send you a sneak peek of the sneak peek, so that if you absolutely don't like it, you can just pause and skip that month. So it's a win-win. So the stencil for the nesting, they call it a nesting postage collage. There's 2 stencils, and so the one makes the large, in this case, snowman. Then the other one will make the little penguin and a little scene here, or you can use it with a greeting. So, and if you don't have the die, it gives you the measurements of what you need from your stash. So I think that's really nice because they're not assuming that you're going to buy the stencil and buy the die. You don't have to. It does make it more fun, but you don't have to. So it's going to be a pretty simple, quick, because there isn't a whole lot of colors and a whole lot of stencils. So let's get this going here. And I've got some card. I don't know what size this is. It's probably a panel or a card base. We are going to use velvet and frosty pink for the hat and the little scarf. We're going to use Arctic for the sky, limestone for the mountain, if we choose to make a mountain instead of a greeting. I haven't decided yet. And then, of course, jet black for the eyes and the penguin. So, all right, so let's get these out. All right, so they go in this direction, and this says two face options on stencil 2. Oh, okay. So it is saying that, let me see. So you can either have the eyes like a boy, or you can have a girl. See, she's got little lashes and stuff. So that's on this one. This says number 1. It has, we're doing the sky, and then we're doing the buttons and the nose, and then the second part is we're doing the top of his hat, his scarf, and then the band of his hat. And let's see what these two little pieces are supposed to be. Oh, this is okay, this is just part of that. And then this is the ball from the hat. All right. We'll do it this way. And I'm just going to bunt it up into the corner, and then I'm going to tape it down. If I don't throw my tape on the floor. All right. If you can hear the air conditioning, it just went on. I apologize. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is I am going to mask off. I'm fine with the buttons, but I'm going to mask off his nose just in case I get crazy with my brush. And I think we should be fine there. I can't be that crazy. So we're going to go in with our sky, and I'm using the Arctic, and hopefully that's going to be dark enough. Alright, let me get a brush. I'm going to wipe off this brush because I'm not sure, you know, and I'm not even going to use this brush because my, I don't know why, but I think it's time for new handled brushes because they are just, no matter how many times I wash them, they're just stiff. So we are going to use our Pink Fresh brushes. Let me wipe that off because there was a darker blue on there. All right. out this little tiny piece I see right here of the sky. Okay. Uh-oh. Did go too far down, but you know something? It'll be good. It'll be all good. We don't care. It's all right. So let me know in comments if you subscribe to the Sneak Peek Club. I'm going to wipe this down here. I never got an orange color. Let's see if this will be orange enough. This is warm sunshine. Right. Well, it's gonna look like he's got freezer burn or something. You know, I don't think I've ever. I'm going to do his buttons black because when I think of a snowman, I think of black buttons for his eyes and well, I don't even think of buttons, I guess. Come to think about it, I mean, usually he wears a scarf and then, yeah. But if I was going to do buttons, I would do black buttons on him. So that's what we're going to do. Alright. Another perk of being a Sneak Peek member is that they do like when I get the new one, it will also give me access to all the add-ons that I can get a month early. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so now alright, so there is etching. I don't know if you can see it, but there is etching there so that we can line that up. Right. Right there, looks good. Alright, I am definitely gonna put that down there. That there. Alright, so this is the red part of his hat, the top part. So let's get our red out. We have had so many different different themes come along in the sneak peeks. It's well been worth the money. I'm going to put another tape over here. Now we're going to cut this, and I think it wouldn't show. I mean, it will cut it before it gets up that high, but I'm not taking any chances because I've ruined things before. All right. Guess I need to make that hat ever so slightly higher. And now I have red on my hands. All right. Okay, there we go. Let me wipe this one off before we move on. Actually, I'm going to spray it with some alcohol so we can, because that red's going to get all over the place. I know how I am. It will not be pretty because everything else is pink now. Alright, and then we're going to get this red velvet out of the way. And then bring in our frosty pink. Alright, now this goes right here. I think I can do both of these if I line them up right. Nope. Not taking that chance. All right. Alright, once we do this and we have his little eyes. Alright, let's see how bright this pink is. Frosty pink. Kind of almost has a, I don't know, a peachy undertone. I hope it doesn't ruin everything. Oh, it's okay. Once it's there. Not sure. I guess I shouldn't try to be lining everything up because I don't think it's made that way. Just see, once I get it over here where it's supposed to be, it's way off there, so I think they're just made to do individual. Alright. Now this is his collar, or the, not the collar, the scarf around his neck. That's what it is. I was delighted when I saw this, that they've adding to the whole family of postage that they have. And we are almost done with this stencil. Alright, so that was stencil number 1. And stencil number 2, let's see, do we want the girly eyes and mouth? For the boy. I think we'll go traditional. So let me get the black out. Let me make sure I've got this lined up just right. I'm going to cover over here. And alright. And I get my brush. Then I'm going to definitely clean this before I move on, because I don't need black everywhere. He's got such a happy face. And his carrot nose is okay. It's not bad at all. Alright. Clean this off. Alright, so he's done. So I'm actually going to turn him I'm actually going to cat him. I don't need any accidents. And he's going to be ready to cut. So we're going to put him over there. So now we've got the cute little, so these are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and it tells us what we're going to do. So this is, first layer is the sky. So we're going to do that first. And we're going to go back to our Arctic color. We're going to put that down. They look like they're fun little buddies. Snow buddies. Alright, so there's our sky. I'm going to cover these faces. I don't need a random face to show up somewhere. That would not be fun at all. Alright. So now we've got, that was number 1. And then number 2. And it's etched. So we can line up. Tape it down there and there. And this is our black area. Those are his eyes and his little arms. Eyes and arms. So are you doing anything today for Labor Day? We aren't. Half the family has it off and the other half has to work, so. All right. But if you are, I hope you have a good time, and I hope the weather is decent, not too hot, not too cold. So in case you can't see, and I think I mentioned it, but it says black. So it's telling us what color each one should be. I am going to put this. See if I can get this right up. Right there. Okay. All right. And the next one says light. So that is his nose. And so they have, this is going to be bit of that. Yeah, perfect. On his little beak. And then this should be pink. Yeah, the pink. And then the red goes over top of it. I'm going to do it the same colors, so. I can't believe, at least out here, everybody's in school already. All my 4 grandkids, the 2 youngest ones went to school a week before the other ones did. When I was in school, yes, I know it was a very long time ago, but we didn't start till the day after Labor Day. And we went till, I think, like the 2nd week of June. And now over here, everything is faster. And I realize that I think they're still geared to the farm life. Because all of this was farm country. But still, I don't think many people start after. I think a lot of them start, maybe not as early in August, but still. Alright, now we're going to do the velvet over this. So it is going to make his hat a little bit different. Well, he is done. And he's so cute. Alright, so he's done. So now I'm wondering if I put a sentiment here. There is no blank right here, and I wanted to do a sentiment. So let's see if I maybe do it and then do it upside down. Let's get the blue. I don't know. We're just gonna blue it up and see what happens, and then turn it over and blue it up again. Alright, so if I line it up, I'm trying to color the whole thing in. I'm sure if I thought about it, there's probably a better way of doing this. I don't know. I don't know. We could be doing this forever. Nope, that's not gonna work. Guess I didn't think that one through. Maybe. Alright. Let's see what'll happen if I just color it like this. And then we die cut it. And we'll see what happens. All right. Well, we shall see. All right. So that will go around him. This will go around our snowman. Alright, if I cut that and then cut this together, we'll try that. Alright, let me get my plates. It could be that I just can't think properly. Alright, let's get everything out of the way. Okay. just cut that too short. Yep. Yep, there'll be no scallop around that. I don't know what I was thinking. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, everything's sticking. All right. I think if I just cut those out and then I will do white. See, this is what happens when you don't think it through before. All right. Let's see if I need more. Should be okay. All right. Scissors. I'm sure this is what they did. They just, then they cut white. All right. All right. Let's cut these. And see what we're doing. So we got our little snowman. He is so cute, a penguin. And we did have enough. Okay. All right, so let me get see if this would be big enough. And then we'll cut the frame. I don't think that's going to be big enough. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. One more time. Alright. Let's see what mess I've made now. Let's get rid of this stuff here. Alright. Perfect. He's good. Come on. We're having a malfunction. Hold on. Why, I don't know. Okay. Let me get these out of the way. Okay, so I turned you off for a second because I had to recut. This didn't cut all the way through. But then I realized I probably didn't, no, not probably, I did not need to cut the panel out. I should have left it in. I should have just cut by itself. And that would have left the panel in. And then this could just go on top, which before I turn the camera back on, I taped the back of these when I realized that. Because when I was looking, they cut all the pieces out and then stenciled instead of stenciling first, because this is all stenciled right on top of that stamp shape. And I don't know that I'd want to do that because if I messed up. So I think just cutting the pieces out and leaving, you know, the backing here would have been fine. I mean, it'll work out fine, but I just caused myself extra work, which I've been known to do. And so here we go again. Now I am going to attempt to stamp without a misty. And I think all of these should fit here. And I think I'll put hello. I think we'll go with hello. And we'll hope for the best. These are new, obviously, so let me prime it. I am going to use my Obsidian ink because it is my go-to and I can trust it. And that's from Altenew. Then I'm going to have to stand up and pray for the best. And we're down. Yay! I didn't mess up. All right. So I taped these in just so that it was a little bit stronger, but I mean, I could have just cut it out and then it would have kind of sunk in just a little bit. I don't know, one way or the other it would have been fine. But what I want to do is I don't have a background and I don't know that I want to put it on white. So I am just going to fit these into their little frame likes. Oh, so I don't know how it is that we ended up with, I guess this one's close, how we ended up with different colors or different shades of blue when I used the same brush on these two. I don't know. You can see my ink is not dry because it went over here. All right, so card base. We had a card base. We could put him down here. Maybe this. Up there. I'm thinking something like that. But like I said, maybe like that. I don't know what color. I don't want a white on white. I mean, you know, I just don't normally use white on white and then white on white on white. So, but you get the idea. I'll figure out something that goes with the winter theme, and then that'll be the color of my card base. So, alright, so anyway, so that's it. Cute. Like I said, I'm glad that they kind of went outside that postage. Expanded on it, I should say. Because I think this will be cute for you know, Valentine's Day, you know, all different themes, you know, everything, oh, theme that they have can be used in this format. So, all right, so what are we calling this? This is the Let It Snow stencil, nesting postage collage die, and the nesting postage collage Let It Snow stencil. So once you buy the collage die, then if and when they come out with more of the stencils, you know, you've already got the die. Or you can just, like I said, find dies that match and use those. So, easy peasy. All right, so that, excuse me, that's it for this time. If you're a subscriber, excuse me, thank you so much for subscribing. If you've been thinking about it but you haven't pressed that button yet, you can hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the bell, it'll send you notifications when a new video is up to watch. And the thumbs up button is the like button. It's the only way that YouTube knows that you like the video, and they will promote it. And that's important for little channels like mine. And then sharing is caring. That share button makes it easy for you to share a video with a friend. So that's it. These are little inspiration, just using the little penguin by itself. So alright, so that's it. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye bye.